Well, here we are. This is a beautiful clover plot when it's working, but I got umpteen pictures of deer, but as you can see, you couldn't get down in here. You got to cross the Missouri crossing and go back here. It still holds up, but we had 3 foot of water standing in the creek for quite a while, and like I say, it's down now. I just mowed up through here, but you couldn't cross the creek right there because the water was waist deep for the most part of it, and mud, and so we'll get to knocking this down, see how it comes out. Got good clover in it, don't get distraught. It's just the weeds that really got the head start on me. This is a killing Dylan spot. Got a tree down over there I'll have to get out of the way. Matter of fact, all them trees died right there. So we'll get on with mowing. One thing you want to do if you're going to mow at this time of year, you want to walk your plot, make sure there's no fawns in it. It's the last thing you want to do. It's not going to be the end of the world, but you'd know if you was too lazy to walk the plot. Now this part over in here, the grass is completely taking it over, and I think what's happened in here was a groundhog ate all the clover big time right along this edge. These dens back there, so it wouldn't surprise me none. But get out here more. But you want to walk your plots, you know, because those little fawns will let you walk right up on them before they move. So keep that in mind. There, the camera is open. I don't know what that's about, but I might have opened it and shut it off. Hell, who knows? Yeah, but make sure you walk your plot. You know, it's not, you can kill the same deer that you saved this spring, but it's just the sense of it. There's no sense. Too lazy to walk the plot to see if there's any babies laying out here. Hit and miss. Oh, right there. Right there. See what I told you about walking the plot? I don't know if you can see that time. 1 o'clock. Right there's a little baby. And right there's the tractor. I was standing right over there. Yeah. So, walk your plots. Oh boy. Don't get no more real on that, folks. Just talking about it, and I almost walked right by that little guy. He was laying so still, and I was running my mouth. Yeah, he's a little baby. And last, I wish little Donnie would have been with me today, but yeah, this tree I'll have to shove out of the way. Oh well, I'll leave him a wide berth. I got an orange shirt on, so I'll put that shirt over by him. And but by God, thank you, Lord, for having me. You know, a lot of people are in a hurry, and I am too. I got a million things, like I said yesterday, to be doing. But how would you live with yourself, knowing that this country's in such a big hurry? And, you know, like I said, a little deer can come walking by my stand, and I can take it out 6 months, 7 months from now, October. It'd be June, July, August, September, October. At 5 months. But I ain't doing it right now, that's for sure. Now I gotta walk back here and get my shirt off and lay it by this little girl, or little guy, who knows what it is. But it sure didn't run. Thank you, Lord, for giving me the insight to share this with viewers and the opportunity. And like I said, there he is, right there. Ran up into there, which, I don't know, Mom can't be too far away. Just learned a lesson firsthand. Walk them fields before you mow them. Like I said, there's good clover back in here. It's just competing with the weeds and the grasses. Oh, even should one have been laying there. Oh, yeah, this one was laying there. So you definitely want to walk your fields. Some of you might not care, but if that's the kind of person you are, hit the delete button on my channel. Well, let's wind her up. Still keep my eyes out for them. Remember what this looks like. Now we're going to mow this high, but this is going to come off. Well, we'll get to mowing today. If you don't get anything else out of this video, in this case, make sure you walk your clover fields. And by the way, my hat's off to the late Ray Scott. He passed away this year. He's the one that really started the food plot industry. When do you know when to mow? Well, watch the farmers in your neighborhood. If they're putting up the first cut of your hay, it's time to be cutting it. Not how fast you do it, how thorough. Well, we're going to push that big dead limb off the field. Make sure when you do that, do it slow and shut your PTO off. Don't have your mower running. Only push as hard as you like. Now we can mow that. There's clover in there pretty good. Yeah, I'm going to give this a day or so and let it dry out some and bring the zero turn down here. And because it's damp, it was, you know, had a lot of moisture in it, and I'll run it as high as I can, and it has more RPMs than that mower, and it'll lift some of that clover up, air it out. But it's not necessary to do that. That's just. But here we got her mowed off, and now we're going to go up to something that I probably don't want to see. I frost seeded in here with some clover on this trail, but let's see. Well, there are some. Yeah. So here we are. We venture up there on top. Forage oats. Pretty dominant. And the clover is in there. When I look real close, you get down there, there is the clover. Quite a bit of clover. And, but boy, like I say, I hand weed-eated this field. And it was plenty wet. It was so wet you couldn't even. But it's got the clover in it. So we'll get it cropped off and see if it'll come around. I know the forage oats did their part. They really brought the deer in last year, and the clover is in there. But like I said, it's down at this field. It is so wet that there's parts of it when it's that wet that you can't even walk in. But I'm really pleased to see the clover that's in here. Very little weeds. And like I said, those forage oats were there for the deer to eat on and leave the clover alone. But we got to walk this field because you seen what happened last time. And but all in here was, had the weed eater running, trying to get ahead of it had a lot of weeds in it. There's a weed over there. But maybe she'll come around. Oh, no. What I'm looking at right there looked like a fawn, but it's the end of a log. But you have to walk this stuff. There's clovers coming in down here. But it's not had a fair chance. I mean, it was just impossible to bring a machine down in here. You know, that's the first good luck I've had for a while, finding that fawn while videotaping. And people ask me why I do that. It does take a lot of time. And there are times I ask myself why. But to be able to show you unscripted, live nature is just awesome. Some of you may have never seen a fawn in the woods or in a field. I can't tell you how many deer this field. Doesn't mean you're going to kill anything on it, but they sure come a long ways. And the turkey, yeah, let's get over here and get the mower cranked up. Last look, and then we'll take a look at it when I get her mowed. Look at the round body laying there with my left-handed glove. But boy, it sure looked like a dead fawn. The sun shining on it like that. Here's another piece of it. Oh boy, I tell you. Look like a fawn to me. Well, we got them both mowed. Let them dry out a little bit. And like I said, maybe before the next rain, I'll bring the zero turn down here and fluff it up. You know, it'll mow it up higher. But this one come out pretty good. You ever want to find the sun? You know, there's something. You ever want to find the sun? Just put something cold down. Sun will find it, regardless. It will always find where you put your drink at. But this got a lot of clover in it, and it sure looks a lot better. And I can't wait to get the zero turn down here, and it'll clip it. But it wouldn't. There's no way it was going to cut that much. So anyway, and that little fawn that was over there, didn't get it on camera, and didn't get it on the mower either. So that was a blessing. Well, I was going to put a wrap on mowing. I decided to go get the zero turn because this little crossing down here, it's too narrow for the tractor, and made this out of the mowed cutting edges off my box scrapers, but I can drive right across. It's got water in that little creek. You see a lot of deer tracks right there. But I can drive. I could drive the zero turn across that little bridge, makeshift bridge up here. But then I would have had to move them. And is it going to work or ain't it going to work? If I had some bigger ones. But we got some clover here, and this clover here is probably on its last go around. This is where little Donnie found his fawn at last year. So it's time to get off and walk first, because that was too close to recall for that little guy back over there. And boy, look at this bed over here. Oh my God. That almost looks like a cow's bed. There would have been some deer bedding in there. Man, so this will go slow mow, that's for sure, because it's so tall. But I definitely want to look high and low. A nice thing about the zero turn, of course, no, not really. I shouldn't say that. It's so close to the ground that you couldn't see a fawn if it was laying in there, because you're right down in the weeds with it. So we'll walk around, 10-15 minutes worth of walking. And it's better than a lifetime of cussing yourself out. Well, we didn't see any fawns on our journey. I'll put the camera up and get her mowing. Well, here we come. We'll come down across the bridge. That's my plan. Get some wider rails there. That's stupid. I'd be the first to admit it. At least I got 2 more I could put on there and have 4. I want to go up here and show you the results. we got it mowed down. Now that clover will re-emerge. And only bad part about it, the does will show up and go, where did our bedroom go? But it's mowed up, cleaned up, and there's a lot of clover in there. Well, that's it for mowing the clover fields. Like I said, this one was 2013, so it's pushing its limit. Next year it'd be 10 years old, but it's still got clover. If it doesn't produce this summer, I might turn it under and put an annual in there. But anyway, mowing's done on plots for now.